You may have heard that Seattle is all about rain, grunge music, and the Space Needle, but what else is there? I'm going to tell you 7 secrets about Seattle. That's what we're talking about today. So if you're interested in learning more about Seattle, then stick around. Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lynea Carver, and I'm a realtor here in the greater Seattle area. 7 secrets about Seattle. Are you ready to get into it? All right, let's get started. Secret number 1. Seattle was named an American city in 1851 after the first settlers tried to call it New York, but they realized it was taken and instead named Seattle after a Duwamish Native American leader named Chief Sealth, who helped them get settled. Today, there are 29 federally recognized indigenous tribes throughout Washington state, and it is acknowledged that the city of Seattle and its green spaces are on stolen Coast Salish land. Secret number 2, the airport is not actually located in Seattle. When you fly into the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, otherwise known as SEA-TAC Airport, you will be in SEA-TAC, a city aptly named for its near equal distance between the 2 largest downtown cities in Western Washington, just 14 miles south of downtown Seattle and 18 miles northeast of downtown Tacoma. The airport is a major hub for Alaska Airlines and Delta Airlines. It is the largest airport in the Pacific Northwest, situated perfectly in the middle of Portland, Oregon and Vancouver, British Columbia. Number 3, which is my absolute favorite, being the home of Starbucks coffee, coffee just tastes better in Seattle. I have visited many Starbucks across the nation, and I have to say, without a doubt, our Starbucks coffee here is the best. Beyond that, because Starbucks is so prevalent, many of the other coffee houses work hard to compete for coffee-loving customers. Coffee roasters, small and large, master their craft to ensure a tasty and satisfying cup of java for everyone. You can rest assured that pretty much anywhere you go for coffee in Seattle, it will taste better than most places you visit. Except for maybe Italy. Secret number 4. Seattle is a breeding ground for hauntings and paranormal activity. It has been said that there are over 25 haunted spots in just downtown Seattle alone. Pike Place Market is reported as being the most haunted place of all. Seattle's haunted walking tours are booked up weeks in advance, so if you want to come meet Charlie, Alice, Frank, Princess Angeline, or many others, make sure you book your tour in advance. You don't really even need to book a tour to meet them. You can just pop by one of the many hotels and bars where they reside at any time. Secret number 5 is another location secret about Seattle. Depending on where you live in Seattle, it's about a 90-minute drive or less to the mountains. That's part of the reason hiking is such a popular outdoor activity. Seattle is bordered by 2 mountain ranges, the Cascades to the east and the Olympics to the west. And off in the distance, to the south, we are anchored by the magnificent Mount Rainier. Yes, that famous peak that you see when looking at pictures of Seattle, it is a mountain that evokes wonder and adventure in locals and visitors. In fact, there are 64 mountain ranges in Washington state, and 8 of them surround the greater Seattle area. Don't be surprised if you're visiting and you see a mural or a souvenir with the words, "The mountains are calling," written somewhere. Secret number 6, don't tell anyone this. Seattle locals secretly love the rain. Well, maybe that's not entirely true, but it has been said that you can spot a true Seattle local, whether or not they use an umbrella in the rain. It rains about 40% of the year here. It's part of the reason it's so green, hence the evergreen state. But to be honest, most people don't feel the need or the desire to carry around a wet umbrella all day long, myself included. According to Seattle Refines magazine article, "What the Heck Seattle? Why We're So Weird About Umbrellas" from November of 2016, there are 2 major factors that go into our umbrella shunning ways: the rain and the wind. Like I said before, Seattle gets a lot of days of rain, but it gets very little actual rain. Yes, Seattle ranks in the top 5 for cloudy days in the country, but it doesn't even make the top 40 for how much rain it actually receives. That's because Seattle's rain comes in the form of a drizzle, a mist, sprinkle, shower, or liquid sunshine. For the most part, you will be drier with an umbrella than you would be without it, but since the rain is so light, it doesn't matter. And that being said, On the rare occasion that it does rain heavily, it usually comes with equally heavy wind, which will blow an umbrella inside out. So what's the point anyway? Okay, we're on to secret number 7. And if you're a foodie, you're gonna love me. Secret number 7 is that, according to Wallet Hub, Seattle is ranked among the top foodie cities in the nation. We are especially known for our seafood. Considering Seattle sits right on the Puget Sound, our oysters, salmon, mussels, and clams are as fresh can be. Whether you like to eat out or cook at home, you can count on a taste like no other. My personal favorite spot for my seafood cravings is to sneak into one of Taylor Shellfish's 4 locations throughout Western Washington. And then I like to binge on their Pacific oysters with a glass of rosé. Not a seafoodie? No worries. We're home to a plethora of burger joints, European cooking, Italian restaurants, Asian fare, African cuisines, Latin foods. Oh my gosh, I could go on, and I can honestly say that every food I've ever wanted to try, I have always been able to try in Seattle. Seattle restaurants have the taste of authenticity. So when you come here and try some food, expect to be wowed. I would love to hear about your experience in Seattle. If you like this video, make sure you watch my next one, 3 pros and 3 cons about living in Seattle. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you next time.